Good morning. Welcome back to the second video. So here we will see some kind of simple drawings based upon our AutoCAD commands. Like most probably we will use mirror, copy, move, chamfer, fillet, trim, most of this modify commands, and we will try to draw a very simple diagram. Okay, I have taken this diagram from our digital material, so we will draw this diagram today. So because we can use most of the commands, circle, ellipse, chamfer, fillet. So most of the commands we will cover. So let us see how these kinds of diagrams are. So before getting into the diagram, you just need to understand how the diagram is, right? So before starting a diagram, you should know that you should understand the simple procedures, like how I can create. Either I can use a mirror command, or I can draw only the half portion and I can just copy paste it. So a lot of options are there. So you just need to analyze the drawing first, and then you need to start drawing. This will come when once you work on a lot of components, a lot of drawings. So I will just see, okay, the length is like 190 and the height is 140, ellipses of like 60 and 90. Okay, and I have four small circles of radius, okay, here of diameter 20, holes of four holes of diameter 20. So simple diagram. So we will start drawing it. So the first and foremost thing is I will just complete this outer portion, then I will come back for this inner portion. Okay, so to start with, the initial length is 190 mm. So before that I will just set my limits. Let's say 0 comma 0 enter, 420 comma 297 enter, z enter, a enter. I will just move this. Okay, fine. I will just go for line, and then I just switch on my auto. It's on, so already switched on. From here to here it is 190, so I will just draw a 190 mm and I will just press escape. So this is my 190 mm. Okay, now the upper portion is height is 140 mm, but I will just draw for 130 mm because in the end you will know why I am drawing 130 mm, because I will just mirror it and I will move it back. So I will just draw up to 130 mm. I am just eliminating this 10 mm distance over here, right? I'm just eliminating and I'm just drawing up to this, up to like what you can see, up to this point at this cut. So I will just draw for 130 mm. I will just go for line from here to here, 130, enter, escape, and from here again just I draw 130, enter, escape. So yes, and I have this line, and here you have a 10 mm offset line, right? 10 mm you have a offset distance line. So what I will do is I will just go for offset, enter, distance is 10 mm, enter. I will just select this line, and in the top I have a 10 mm line. Okay, now you have a chamfer. These portions are called as chamfer. When it have a certain kind of radius, that is called as your fillet. If it is connected to with some radius, now that is called as your fillet. Or if it is joined in this kind of aligned manner, that kind of structure is called as your chamfer. So to draw this, to draw this chamfer, you can see all chamfers are 10 cross 10. They have given us the measurement. So what I will do is, here is your chamfer command. You just click it, you will get chamfer, fillet, chamfer, and blend curves. Here, see, if it is an arced curve, now I will go with the fillet. Since it is a chamfered portion, I will just go for chamfer. Now here I will come and I will mention the distance, because the distance is given as 10 into 10, right? So I will just choose the distance. I will give 10, enter, 10, enter, 10 cross 10. Once again I will come for distance. First chamfer distance is 10 into, that is enter, into 10, enter. Now it is asking me to specify the chamfer line, so I will just select this line and this line, right? And note one thing, chamfer lines will be only allowed for perpendicular lines. It will not work for parallel lines. So only you can do chamfer for your perpendicular lines, right? So I have joined this. Now at the 40th mm I have another one chamfer, and from here to 90th mm I have another one chamfer, right? So what I will do is I will just draw a random line from here. I will just do a random line. I will press escape, because at this point, from this point to here I have a 40 mm, and again I have a chamfer, right? So I will just give offset, enter, the distance is 40, enter. This line I need to move to 40, and I will press escape. And again from here to here at 90th mm again I have an offset, chamfer. So I will just go to offset, enter, distance is 90, enter this line, and I will just give it for 90. Okay, so I have some two more chamfers. The first chamfer is here at this distance, so I will just go for chamfer command, and I will go for distance 10, enter 10, enter. Now it is asking me to specify the component. I will just select this line and this line. Okay, I will automatically get the chamfer portion. Now again I have a chamfer portion here, right? So what I will do, I'll press escape. I will just draw a line again, and now this portion I have a chamfer again. I will go chamfer distance 10, enter 10, enter, and this line and this line again I have a chamfer, so I'll press escape. So now I can just go off and trim my unwanted portion. I don't want this, 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 and I don't want this. Okay, I'll press escape. Okay, now again I need to do a fillet chamfer here, so I will just go for chamfer icon, and I will just go for distance 10 into 10, enter. I will just select this component and this component. Again I need to have a chamfer distance of 10. Okay, to ensure that I can go and check parallelly, I will just go to linear measurements, and I will just check whether this and this chamfer, sorry, whether this and this chamfer is at a distance of 10, and also you can ensure that whether the distance between this end and this end is 190, right? So you can just come and choose this end and this end as, you can just check whether it is 190. So it's clear. So now I will just delete this, and in the end I will just give dimension. These are just to check. So I will press escape, select this, and I will delete this. Okay, fine. So I have completed this now. I need the same kind of portion in the top. I need the same kind of portion in the top. The reason why I draw 130 is, first of all I will just mirror it and I will just move it. So once I move it and keep it at this position, it will be automatically 10 mm distance will get covered, and then the 140 mm will appear. So I will just go for mirror command. I will select all the components to be get mirrored. I think you will be aware of using mirror command because we will use it in this conic curve, right? I'll select this, enter. From this is my first base point, and this is my second base point, and I want my source of it and mirror. Now again I will just go for move command. Again this move command also you will be familiar with. I will just select all those lines which has to be moved to the top. I will press enter, and I will just pick this point and I can just move it, and I will just keep it over here. I will press escape. Clear? I just mirror it and I have just moved. Now if I ensure the distance between this point and this point, it is 140. So this is the reason why I initially kept the distances 130, right? So now it's clear. Now the outline was covered, so now I want to draw the inner lines. To draw this inner circles, the offset commands were again very much useful for that. So from this end again you have a 30, and this end you have a 30 mm, right? From this bottom end you have a 30, and from this end you have a 30. So what I will do is I will just go for an offset command, enter, and the distance is 30, enter. From this point you have a 30, and from this point you have a 30, right? Similarly here 30 and here 30. I will just draw some, this point 30 and this point is 30. So this point is 30, this point is 30, and this line is 30. So I will just press escape. Okay, now I will just cut the midpoint, and I have a diameter of 20 mm. I will go center diameter, and I will just choose 20, enter, circle 20, enter, circle, I just choose this 20, enter. I will choose a circle, come here, I will choose 20, and I will press enter. I will press escape to cancel the command. Now I can just remove this unwanted lines. Okay, now I can just remove all those unwanted lines. So I will just select it, select all those lines which is not necessary. And it's very easy, right? You can just offset the distance to get the center point, and you can draw. And this is at at the midpoint you have an ellipse of minor axis 160 and major axis is 90. So what I will do was, initially I will just pick my center and I will just draw a line. Okay, so at the center, so here you have an ellipse command. You just go here and you can just choose your center, major axis and minor axis. So at the center, your major axis, in the top you have a 60, so I will just give the half of it, so 30, enter, and in this end you have 90, and then the half space is 45%. Now I will get the ellipse. Now I can just go it, I can just tell it this line. So this is how you can get your entire diagram. Now to mark the dimensions, you have here, right? You just go here, linear, from here to here you can mark your dimensions, and from this point to again this point you can mark your dimensions. Okay, so again for your diameter, just select this and you can just keep it over here, diameter. And all those stuff, just you can easily give. From this distance to this distance is again going to be 90. So there, like this you can give all your dimensions properly. And to make this dimension visible, you have a command called dim style. I will just press enter, so this will come. I will just go for modify. First I will go symbols and arrows, I just give it as 5. Okay, and again modify text height is also 5. Okay, now I will close this. Now you can visibly see the all the dimensions. So to change the dimensions as different colors, you can just select this, all those lines, and you can just go to properties. I will just give some random small colors to mention that. Okay, so this is how I will draw all those drawings, simple drawings. Thank you. We will meet in the next slide.